Michelle.
Waters, the first server to Vivienne David.
Point.
Missed return, not the way that David and Schneemann wanted to start this one. Waters will take advantage.
1-0-2.
There's the countering ability of Vivienne David on display early.
0-1-1. Second serve. 0-1-2.
What a shot from Annalie Waters. It's got to help when you start in mixed doubles where you're used to Matt Wright rifling them at you, and then you transition that to the women's game.
Yeah, she has a huge advantage as she's already played. And just having the court conditions for today dialed in. Wasn't too taxed. 3 games. They were pushed, certainly, but
1-0-2.
She will be the better player to start just because she's hit enough balls on this court under pressure.
Side out.
Didn't get there in time of the second bounce for Bright there. That's why it's going back.
Point.
Schneemann has that very interesting forehand technique, but she can get a lot on that and gets a mistake there. That's going to be huge for those two today.
Second
serve.
serve.
I'd rather have Viv bail out of there on that one and let Schneemann. And that's what you got to be. You got to be the aggressor if you're on the left side. Call her off, send her in front. You just nailed the one before it. Got to make it though.
You expect to see more drives because of the altitude in this one, or just
I mean,
a matter of getting right and Waters off balance?
And where the return sits for sure will play a huge part in that. If it's deep, you're going to want to drop it like Annalie did there.
Point.
Good leave from Anna Bright.
But for Schneemann and David, for sure, any short return that they get, they've got to take the offense when they can.
Point.
Waters and Bright jump out to a 3-1 lead early in this
3-1-1
best 3 out of 5 championship match.
Second serve.
Fought off a couple. Vivienne David ultimately too strong in that rally.
3-1-2.
Putting the pressure on Anna Bright. Wow, what a play from Lacy Schneemann. The athleticism tracking down the lob, getting right back in position.
Yeah, one of the fastest players, and it is hard to hit a drop when you're on a full sprint because your momentum will push that farther. The altitude will push the ball farther. That is a terrific drop from her on the dead run on the backhand.
Point.
In the MLP, Lacy Schneemann was one of the females Ben Johns selected for his team. So
2-3-1.
He spots her game on the rise.
And has one of the liveliest arms on the female side too. When she gets an overhead, she absolutely tattoos it. Watch this form.
3-3-1.
How about Vivienne David coming to life, taking their first lead here of this championship match, game 1.
Love it. They got to take the offense to them before it is dictated on the other side, and they have done that here. And there's going to be some errors in that strategy, but it's got to be the one.
Ooh, just barely wide. Vivienne David
goes for our first pirouette of the day after just missing that. She had good paddle deception there. Anna Leigh was beat cleanly, but just wide.
And the angled finish by Anna Leigh Waters, just to pop up Vivienne David, unintended. Waters and Bright trail by 1.
3-4-1.
Not a sight we see too often with these two, trailing ever. Wow, what a shot. Anna Leigh Waters catches Vivienne David on her hip.
Yep, that's what you want to do. Watch as she is sitting so heavy backhand side that she just couldn't get the paddle all the way over to the forehand.
Oh, that was such a nice third shot drop from Anna Bright to start the point.
That's the difference on the back or the forehand dink roll from Anna Leigh Waters. Just traveled a little too far, and nice job by David of taking it out of the air.
Anna Leigh Waters poaching on her backhand. Anna Bright was there for backup.
None needed, even though it was called in.
5-4-2.
But a great drop from Bright to start that. So then you got to decide, I'm going to keep Anna Leigh Waters off the net by returning to her.
Point.
Bright is a terrific player, but not nearly as dangerous on the poach off of a good third.
Point.
Anna Leigh Waters has her drops dialed in.
And that's okay, because you're going to concede the kitchen that way, but at least you're not letting them run you over because Bright's roll is so good, and then Anna Leigh is there. The problem is then the next ball's got to get down on the ground and get into a dink rally. They have not done that here, and Anna Bright is now feeling it.
3-point separation for the 1 seed.
Side out. Four, 7-1. Second serve.
Schneemann calling a couple of out balls in that sequence.
4-7-2.
Anna Bright on the attack. One of the strong points of this partnership is the versatility.
7-4-1.
They both can play each side. Oh,
second serve.
Such a
snap.
Sneaky choice from Anna Leigh Waters.
7-4-2.
And on the backhand side, Vivienne David is as good as anybody in the game at countering when the ball's up in the air. Gets a lot on that rotation of the hips, really good.
Second serve.
Heavy hitting from Anna Leigh Waters.
4-7-2.
Much better from Lacy Schneemann of commanding the court. She stepped in front of Vivienne David to hit that forehand drive and get them going into the rally. That's what it's going to take to win today.
6 seed pulls within 2.
Side out.
I like it. You don't want a ball to just be allowed to just dink passively into the middle of the court. Take advantage of that. Just got to make it. The crowd packed in all the way around this court today. I love it.
Point.
That time, David read that the forehand was going to be the side that she targeted, just had the paddle face open a little too much.
Point.
Yeah, that ball looked pretty good live. Sometimes in the altitude, it's going to sail.
Second
and
serve.
They quickly corrected their own call here. See it? Yeah, that's inside the line there. So nice job. Sometimes you think it's going to keep going. It didn't.
Wow, what a point. Anna Bright and Annalie Waters defending like crazy on their side.
Yeah, and then they take full swings at people hitting overheads at them, too. It's remarkable.
9-5-2.
Waters, the second server on her side. Wow, Anna Bright was ready to strike low on her backhand. Game point for the 1 seed.
Yeah, obscene athleticism from Schneemann, getting that ball that just trickled over, but then got beat in the hands battle from Bright.
Point, game 11-5, change in.
Game 1.
Gots, Michelle, we got superstar players. It's a great Sunday. What a great amount of velocity, meaning very little from Vivienne and David there, because if you hit that, try and hit it through those two, they're going to counter it. Oh, no, same lady.
Zero, 1-1. Point.
There's that variability sometimes on the Schneemann backhand. Don't need to go for too much there because you're well ahead in the rally.
Second serve. 1-1-2. Point.
That's the challenge again of when you switch, and these two are always going to switch, is you've got to hit a backhand on the run, and it is a drive coming from two of the best players in the world.
Lacy Schneemann there for the counter. So, takes the side out.
Yep, and when she gets that backhand up in the air and punches it down like that, that is a very vicious shot. It's hard to even consider if you have a paddle near it to get that back. So great finish from that lady right there.
Second serve.
And again, the defense of Waters and Bright, because Schneemann had two good looks at a
1-2-2
backhand overhead, and they got it back and then threw it over her head.
Point.
We say sorry, not sorry sometimes, but Vivienne and David is so nice. I really think she means it.
Point.
So much like the mixed doubles match, you want to just keep throwing that on the ground and get these two in a dink rally until you get a chance to attack.
Big finish for Lacy Schneemann. And and the 2-point lead on their side.
And I love earlier in this rally, Schneemann poached. That's why she ended up on the foreign land of the right side of the court there and did a great job of getting out of that.
Side out.
Great defense from David.
So good. I mean, anything on that left side of her body, it's incredible. She can smoke a counter. She can reset a ball where it looks like she's out of it.
2-4-1.
Again, great energy from these two, though, here in game 2.
Oh, that was an athletic ATP highlight replay for Lacy Schneemann.
I mean, look at where this ball came from, and she has to wait, and then flick it around the post. Anna Bright didn't think she had it. She didn't even defend it and watched it go right by. What a shot from Schneemann.
2-4-2. Point. Three, 4-2. Point.
Let cord bounce.
Figured net cam was coming. Watch out, Viv. Great look at how quickly that ball can change its flight path.
4-4-2.
Thank you, Truck.
Point.
And this is 3 points now. Schneemann had a forehand just sitting there in the kitchen 3 rallies ago, hit the net, then you get a ball off the net, then a missed return, and that's how it compounds itself. And you think, we're playing great, aren't we, ahead? And they're not, just because of one mistake. Wow, and then
Point.
the net is just not being kind.
Errors compiling on the side of Schneemann and David. Waters and Bright recover a 2-point lead on their side.
6-4-2. Point.
This feels like a timeout.
Timeout, receiver.
Rocky Mountain, so nice
an electric
job.
tail.
Nuggets. I love that electric tail. Just don't get burned. He's in the way. Howard Hepworth can't even get into position because of the electric tail over there to call this thing.
Time in.
So it's time to clean it up for Schneemann and
7-4-2.
David. Such a good start, and then trouble.
Leigh Waters and Lacy Schneemann going toe-to-toe. The head swivel from Rocky.
Is apparently can't see through there because his head's moving before the ball even gets to the other side. So
8-4-2.
Hey, he's a NBA world champion.
Point.
Boy, that's usually the no-go zone for Vivienne David. So at 4-2 to get the ball back, they had a sitter forehand, and it has been 7 in a row since that rally.
Big put away. Juicy opportunity for Leigh Waters. Game point for Bright and Waters here in game 2.
10-4-2.
Ooh, just barely missed. Sign out for Schneemann and David. 2 tries to close a 6-point gap.
Second serve.
Yeah, they got 8 points in 6 minutes of running clock there, Michelle. That included a timeout in the middle of that.
4-10-2. Side out.
Such a tough shot to defend if you're Lacy Schneemann.
Yeah, it's the one before that that creates the problem.
Yeah.
Way too high on the
10-4-1.
backhand, trying to drop it in there.
Game point number 2 for Waters and Bright. Oh, Lacy Schneemann all over the attack. That was a sitter for her.
And that had 6 points of
10-4-2.
anger build up inside that. That is as hard as a pickleball can get hit there. What a ball from Schneemann.
Point.
Leigh
Game,
Waters
11-4.
finishes the game on her paddle. That's an 11-4 finish. That's
Look forward
right.
to seeing you in a couple weeks, so
0-0-2.
be ready.
And then Newport from there.
Side out.
Vivienne David and Lacy Schneemann need a big response here in game 3. They get the first side out.
0-0-1.
Now what will they do with it?
Point. One zero one. Point.
Really nice inside out forehand dink from Schneemann there. So this is what you need. Get a good start and then maintain it. That's what they haven't been able to do
0-0-1.
in this match.
Wow, Schneemann, what defense, and then that kind of drop to Waters' backhand was impressive.
Yeah, to make that cut there, and then that one's
3-0-1.
even more ridiculous. So 2 beautiful balls on the backhand from Schneemann.
Second serve.
And you've seen even in just this opportunity with the ball, Bright and
3-0-2.
Waters have been switching throughout this service rally.
Vivienne David hits the post, and she's right there.
And she's right, and this has so much topspin that if she lets it go just a little
0-3-1.
farther, she has got the entire back half of the court. Now, Leigh Waters was in position, but caught that thin post we have on these beautiful Selkirk nets.
Oh,
Second
just
serve.
barely back. Like the choice, though, from Anna Bright.
And the deception, it looked exactly like her two-handed
0-3-2.
backhand dink roll, and that's what you want when you're lobbing at the kitchen line. Make it look the same.
Ooh,
Side out.
no points for Waters and Bright. Side out for Schneemann and David.
Yeah, really like it. The confidence has been there throughout here. You know, they hit a little rough patch there at the end of game 2. They've done a nice job of just throwing that away and moving on.
Lacy Schneemann.
And Leigh Waters has seen enough and is marching to her box with a timeout.
Receivers timeout.
E4
Yes.
on the sidelines.
Sometimes mom, sometimes coach, sometimes tactician. What a great resource.
Point.
Get another dink mistake here from the top seed, and they have got to get this cleaned up or they're going to be playing game 4.
5-0-1. Second serve.
Here we go. On grinding.
5-0-2.
Lacy Schneemann. has been impactful.
Been fantastic here in game number 3, and they have
6-0-2.
been very good at taking advantage of those
Side out.
opportunities. Oh no. You do not want to let that team off the hook with a missed serve, and they had a missed third that was right in the middle of the court as well. So let's see the impact of those errors in the middle of some terrific play from the 6th seed.
Point.
And much like in game number 2, they had to get their feet moving. There you saw Leigh Waters cheering on her daughter.
Lacy Schneemann on the run.
Second serve.
Yeah, and the windup is there for her. It is not coming back. That's a great finish again. And
1-6-2.
she has really upped her level here in game 3, to her credit.
Wow. Oh, point of the match. Lacy Schneemann lets Waters and Bright off the hook. What incredible defense on their side, though, to stay in this rally.
I mean, she slammed into the video board back there. I mean, Schneemann is such a good athlete, and she did the right thing to jump the corner on that ball. She just got to punch it down the line instead of swinging through it, because you leave yourself no margin. If you curl it at all, it's going to go wide, and that's what she did there. Man, that's why people love women's doubles right there, Mish.
Point.
Waters and Bright lurking now, trailing by just 3.
3-6-2. Side out.
Little trouble with who was taking that ball, and then Anna Leigh was not on balance and just rolled her wrist right through that forehand.
6-3-1.
3 points off the missed serve there. They got them the ball back.
Wow, Vivienne David taking over. She's got a whip of a forehand, too.
Yeah, and it's great taking from Lacy Schneemann to set that up, moving the ball all over the court. So well done again from her, and David is the beneficiary.
And a nice rip from Lacy Schneemann, the former club tennis player out of USC.
Receiver, 8-3-1.
And just like that, some discomfort on the side.
4, suddenly this is legit. So big chance right here.
Well, that is what champions do best. They perform under pressure. Big point, big hold for the 1 seed. One more serve to go for Schneemann and David.
8-3-2.
Try and capitalize on this 5-point lead. Leigh Waters all over it. Well created by Anna Bright. Big hold there.
Yeah, and it goes back to where they put the return. They've seen the Schneemann forehand can really be devastating. So they returned the ball to Vivienne David there and got the 2 stops.
Point.
Anna Bright tags Vivienne David in a cross-court attack. Four-point mountain to climb for the 1 seed. Lacy Schneemann closing the door for 1. They've got 1 more hold to go on water serve.
And watch this inside-out forehand there. Man, that is a heavy paddle revolution coming through there.
Schneemann and David clearly the aggressor on the attack.
And you heard Ben talk about it at the end of their mixed doubles match. If you cannot get that third on the ground and into the kitchen, you're feeding their offense.
Oh, Anna Bright pulls the trigger first. That inside-out roll from Lacy Schneemann is impressive.
It's on point here in game 3, and she has done a nice job of throwing that in the middle of the court. Get a little confusion, then pull them out wide.
Wow. Such great defense from David. Just gets caught on the edge there from Waters.
And when you're attacking her, you want to go to that right side. It is hard to find because there's a narrow margin or that ball's going to be wide. So perfect pinpoint shot there.
Crucial point here. Firefight. Oh, Anna Bright calls it good. Anna-Leigh Waters looking like she thought it maybe was out.
And
that was a good point.
Nothing can be done from that.
I thought that was a little out,
looked
too.
a little deep, but Anna Bright played it good. If the reverse had happened, they're out of timeouts. Now this would have been Schneemann and David having to challenge something.
Why not call it out? And I mean, she saw it in.
If Anna Bright, I don't want people to use in and out calls as as strategic choices.
But it just looked like it was out.
I agree with you. Now, she may not have seen it. Oh, no.
Side out.
Missed serve at 10-4 game point. Tough one to give up.
Sometimes
another chance.
The ball don't lie.
Yeah.
4-10-1.
That is a concerned Leigh Waters on the bench.
What a rip from Anna-Leigh Waters down the middle. If there's anyone that thrives in this position, down 5 with everything on the line, it's Anna-Leigh Waters.
5-10-1.
Just isn't down 5 very often, but when she is, she comes roaring back.
Having flashbacks to that singles performance in Dallas for Anna-Leigh Waters.
Against Leigh Jansen, absolutely.
6-10-1. Point.
Make that
This
another.
needs to be timeout.
Yeah.
We're going to be just thrilled to be there, scan that code, and see where we're coming and play where the pros play.
Oh, my angle from Anna-Leigh Waters. How did she hit this shot?
I mean, this is clean winner against one of the fastest ladies on tour. Unbelievable. You see Lacy dug into the middle and just got beat. Same shot that she got barely in that time. That was one that she missed earlier in the rally of game number 3 here.
Down 2, Bright the second server. Anna-Leigh Waters has amplified her aggression here. All it took was trailing by as big of a lead as 6 to the 6 seed.
Yeah, got a missed serve at game point down, and here they have a chance to tie it up.
Anna-Leigh Waters, or excuse me, Anna Bright sends it long. Schneemann and David with 2 tries to close it.
Play aggressive. That's what you got here. Do not play tight. Let's see if they've got it in them here to force a game 4.
Easier said than done, as we know. There's an aggressive drive from Vivienne David. Schedule.
0-0-2.
Vivienne David and Lacy Schneemann took game 3 on the 1 seed, which seemed to be an impossible task after the way games 1 and 2 went. They turned the tide, and so far, so good in point 1 of game 4.
Side out. 0-1-1. Point.
Annalie Waters had to battle for that point. Hard to get a ball on the ground, though, against the defense of Schneemann and David.
Yeah,
recently.
they've looked really good here in games 3, and we'll see if it can continue here in game number 4. Such a smart ball before that from Schneemann. She put a little extra topspin on it. You saw the bounce made Bright not be able to hit a clean ball, and then Schneemann put it away. So nice combo platter from Schneemann right there. And the running backhand volley when they're on odd is better too. In games 1 and 2, there were misses from Schneemann on that running backhand volley. She was going wide. She's now going to a much bigger target, the center of the court, which is a nice adjustment by that lady right there.
Second serve. 1-1-2. Side out. One. Point.
And that's the pressure. So when this team has been odd, they've got on the odd number, they've gotten into a little bit of trouble switching and hitting better returns.
Point.
The onslaught continues here, so let's see if Schneemann can get a better return here. He's definitely got the foot speed to cover the court without any problem.
Oh, Lacy Schneemann just
ran right into that ball.
Catches it on the fly.
And such a smart serve by Anna Bright. She's putting topspin on the ball and throwing that into the corner to make that run as far as it possibly can be for Schneemann. So don't think your serve can't set up your pickleball game. It certainly can. And this is really smart from Anna Bright here.
4-1-1.
Trying to hit the corner pocket again here and make David go farther.
Point.
And it's got to be timeout. This is a problem here. So the switching is creating difficulties and openings, and the top seed have recovered in that inside-out forehand dink that was so effective. But there's Bright again trying to put pressure. That time they got a little better. She didn't hit the cleanest of backhand volleys there, but at least she got it down on the ground and got that going. One more try to get the ball back.
What a find for Bright down the line.
Again, when you roll a dink, you have the concern of leaving it up because you didn't get that ball with enough bite on the top spin, and Anna Bright pounced on that one.
Waters had it. Side out for Schneemann and David. They've got to go with the way Waters and Bright are attacking.
Second server.
And they've been able to jam up Schneemann on the forehand side in some of these exchanges, and it's a definite target for Bright and Waters.
Side out. Six, 1-1.
What an angle for Anna Bright. Ball is flying off her paddle.
Yeah, great lob there to start it. You know Schneemann's going to get there, but it's look who's playing defense now. So that's what you do. You're not trying to hit a winner. You're trying to gain positional advantage, and certainly did there.
7, 1-1.
Oh, Lacy Schneemann pulls that angle out of her pocket.
That's absurd on the sprint back to get there. That's a ball that a lot of people
7-1-2.
frame because you don't have your whole body underneath that. That's an unbelievable overhead.
Big extension for Vivienne David.
Yeah, and the problem there is that is a lob over the paddle side shoulder, so David doesn't have to turn her body. It's perfectly there, and beautiful
1-7-1.
overhead from her as well. So both of those ladies with overhead prowess, now can they do something? They got to go now.
Second
Well,
serve.
they got one more chance on their side on David's serve.
1-7-2. Side out.
And 2/5, meaning the 5th ball on the rally, go into the net. Both the drive from Schneemann and the drop from
7-1-1.
David way too high.
Point.
Lacy Schneemann should have had that ball sitting in her forehand pocket.
Yeah, and that one was higher. They've been trying to get it right at the hip, and that has worked. So she made the adjustment, but too big a swing, just catches the tape there.
8-1-1. Point.
That's a big point for the 1 seed. Now inching closer to the finish line.
Timeout receiver. 9-1-1.
That's a whip of a backhand from Anna Bright. Championship
10-1-1.
point for Waters and Bright.
Second serve.
Not the touch Leigh wanted, but another try. Championship point number 2.
10-1-2.
Wow, Lacy Schneemann was defending BBs on her side of the court, getting every counter back and then some.
Anna Bright was already tapping paddles in her mind after she smoked 2 backhands. That's tremendous. We want more
1-10-1.
pickles, says Lacy Schneemann, and she delivered it.
Now can they capitalize on their serve? That's been the problem. They've been getting the side outs. 9-point hole here. Anna Bright fired up from that last rally, clearly.
And that's the danger of a cross-court attack. Not a lot of width of a court there to keep it in. So
2-10-1.
good dodge from still smiling Vivienne David, despite being down 8 here in game 4.
Point. Three, 10-1. Second serve.
Yikes.
David will take the second try on their side.
Point.
Missed return. Small opening for David and Schneemann, down 6.
4-10-2.
And a big finish for Lacy Schneemann.
5-10-2.
Wow, aggressive point finished by Leigh Waters.
Yeah, outrageous counters of counters, because Vivienne David had a couple beauties when a Bright attacked her, and she was able to put that ball back in play.
Championship sealed for Leigh Waters and Anna Bright. They reach the gold medal podium once again, Dave.